Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now, as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege powered by LG Ultragear for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up, we've got the LG Ultragear 27GL 650F gaming monitor, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1ms with an IPS panel to make sure you're at the top of your esports game without sacrificing picture quality. Then we've got an amazing lineup of accessories coming in from HYPERX to make sure that you're always on top of your game. Cloud Stinger Core gaming headset. For the keyboard, you've got the awesome HYPERX Alloy FPS RGB mechanical keyboard. Then your mouse is the HYPERX PULSEFIRE Surge. It's got a brilliant RGB all around the mouse. For the mousepad, you've got the HYPERX Fury S. That is the speed edition of the extended mousepad. And then of course for your memory, you've got the HYPERX Fury RGB RAM. You've got 16 gigs at 3400 megahertz. Next up, we've got the WD Blue SN550 NVMe SSD to make sure you're spending as little time loading and booting up and spend more time gaming. And then of course, at the heart of this PC is the Ryzen 5 3600X CPU. Now, as you know it, at the heart of every gaming PC is a great GPU. So we've teamed up with Zotac Gaming to give you a brand new RTX 2060 because frames win games and there should be nothing between you and top of the line performance. Next up, we've teamed up with NZXT, who make some of the best and most premium PC components on the market. Powering your PC is going to be the C850 fully modular power supply, and your cooling solutions are going to be taken care of the KRAKEN X63 all-in-one liquid cooler. Now, we wanted to make this PC something truly special, and while the NZXT H510 Elite is a great cabinet for anyone, it wasn't enough. We teamed up with NZXT to give the winner of this giveaway a brand new NZXT H510 Siege Edition cabinet. This is a limited edition licensed Rainbow Six Siege themed cabinet from NZXT. There are only 500 of these in the world and just a handful coming to India. The side panels of this cabinet are themed in the wall and door reinforcement designs from Rainbow Six Siege, and there is an illuminated 6 icon on the front panel along with a 6 icon charm and a puck in the signature breach charge design, which is only available with the H510 Siege. And one lucky winner on this giveaway is going to get a full esports PC sitting inside this beautiful cabinet. Now that you know everything that there is in the giveaway, the question is how you can take part. Well, it's fairly simple. First, head on to the link in the description of this video. Once you're at the giveaway landing page, fill out your details and follow the instructions. First, head on over to Facebook, make sure you're following us. 2, make sure you're following the Esports Club on Instagram. And 3, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Simple so far. Now the interesting part. In a 1-minute video on Instagram, tell us why you deserve this epic new PC from the Esports Club and all our partners. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully, use the right hashtags, tag the right accounts, and you can be one step closer to winning this epic setup. Now that's it guys, just a little bit of work and you can be one step closer to getting yourself your dream PC. I'm Captain Arya and this is the Esports Club, and we hope to see you in our next tournament.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Ready to breach.
Go, go, go! Follow my lead! Flashback!
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WWE Black Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear, in association with HD Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games the Shop. I am your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host, Ammon Foxy, and our analyst, Babagusta, as we are here for the second half of Day 5 of Division 3. It's the final week of Season 5, and the final week of the tournament, ladies and gentlemen. It is all about to come to a very, very, very big ending. With all that being said, a quick reminder to all of our viewers to check out the socials of the Esports Club on Facebook and Instagram for the giveaway of a limited edition Rainbow Six Siege PC with featuring a limited edition Siege-themed PC cabinet by NZXT. There's only 500 of these across the world, so if you want to have a chance of winning one of these for yourselves, check out the Esports Club on the social medias of Instagram and Facebook, and of course on the link down in the description below to enter yourselves into the giveaway to have a chance of winning one of these for yourselves. With all of that aside, Season 5 is about to come to an end, and today's the day where it all begins as we are here for Saw versus KL11 Esports. A very, very interesting game coming up on our screens, but more on that from our analyst, Baba Gusta. Baba, the mic is yours.
Well, thank you, Jack. Saw versus KL11 Esports, definitely an interesting match indeed. If you look at their tournament standings, currently Saw is in 5th place, where having a win-loss ratio of 2-2, in which 2 matches they won against Sangford Esports, and last one was Statics Gaming. 1-7 was the scoreline against them on map Coastline. A really dominating performance on the side of Team Saw. Whereas you come back on the side of KL11. Unfortunately, they are definitely not having a good day indeed. 1-4. They've only won against Sync 8 Night, 7-4 on map Consulate. Currently, they're standing in the last place indeed, in the 8th place, having only 3 points indeed. Maybe if they win against Saw, and obviously this is the week 3, they have one more match indeed. Maybe they might be able to go ahead of Sangford Esports or KL11, but only time will tell. Now, coming back to the community votes, we're going to be seeing Saw having a percentage of 46% being voted by our dear community, and on the side of KL11, it is 54%. Looks like the highest goes to the favor of KL11. So I'm really excited to see how well it's going to go down. The map is going to be on Clubhouse, so it's really exciting to see how well the attackers is going to execute on this specific map here.
Absolutely right there, Baba. It is a fantastic game coming up to our screens right here, right now. And the ban phase has been taken care of. It is Maverick, Thatcher, Kaid, and Echo who have faced the ban wave. And immediately off the back of the Thatcher ban, we're seeing a Kali being brought in play by Play. We've seen him play Kali before, so we're going to be keeping an eye on how he plays Kali. That was a lot of puns right there I managed to pack into that sentence. Played well, shall we say. In other news, of course, Mischief 6 picking in the Clash. Another interesting decision. Speaking of course, players in the rosters right now, let's have a quick look at both of the ones that we have in the lobby today. For the set of Saw, we've got Dadgum, Hellboy, Play, Messi, and JD. And from the side of KL11 Esports, we've got Ava, Mischief, Bot, Skullex, and Ironside. 2 very familiar and very strong teams in their own right, fighting for a better position in the roster. KL11 more so than Saw, because KL11 right now are not in the best situation. Saw being on 5th, they would like to be on 4th, or dare I say 3rd after winning today's game, but KL11, they're down at the bottom 2, and they need to change that. That's why they're here fighting for their lives today as round 1 is underway on Basement Church and Arsenal. And with that, Foxy, the mic is yours.
Thank you for that, Blackjack. Thank you very much. But in fact, really excited to see what happens today. Is that players brought up the Kali. We've seen him come out with the Kali before as well, and he's been really amazing with that. And definitely my eye. Let's see what he's got for ourselves and for his team, in fact. Make his way into Freezer. We're back to the very old classic of the Esports Club. In fact, we're back to Clubhouse. We'll be seeing ourselves getting a very nice hold from the side of KL11, along with the Clash play, in fact. That is from Mischief. He's being very mischievous about this. At the point, he's just trying to spot out anything that he can. He's going to spot the drone, and that'll be the Ash right outside there. That is Messi. He wants to make his way in here slowly but steadily. He's just going to fall back for the man. Play meanwhile is taking some damage. I'm not sure from what exactly. The push will be coming in from the side of the Kali any moment now. Still waiting on some help, and there you go. Look at that. Look at that. Dynamic duo coming alive, in fact, as I like to call it. The Lancer coming first, and then the shot from the rifle, but just not enough. There's a push-up from the Alta coming in from the side of Skullx as well, as they've got to be careful about it. You might be undermining the clash, but don't take the Maestro for the ride. Oh, a nice peek comes in from plate. That definitely scares Skullx off. He's just gonna have to fall back for the while and hold this angle until the clash decides to make the push or instructs the Maestro to go for the push-up. Still, we'll be seeing each other just exchange some stares. Just not exactly a whole lot being done for the side of the attack, but Messi's gone for a full rotate. He's already down to the main stairs. Somebody else has already taken a goo mine, I believe, and there's the C4 that fails to connect. And that's a huge misplay from the side of the Mira. You even have the wall open. Iwa somehow still couldn't connect. We'll be seeing Skullx taking some shots. He did notice there's somebody on the side of main stairs now. Not only the main stairs information, but there comes a kill. That's going to be JD getting a frag, and JD gets frag right back in from bot. That's going to be important and huge. The push-up is in from the Hibana, but no, the Hibana misses all the shots, and the Mira misses all of the shots as well. What did I just witness? Eva will be taking the fall. Messi gets another one as well. What did I just see? What? I just cannot believe what did I witness from the Mira? Alright, the Hibana missed all of his shots, that's alright. The Mira missed all of his shots, and then brought out the shotgun, and then missed the shots on the thermite as well. I'm sorry, the round went off in the favor of Saw, but it was a little too much for me. What did I just see? What was that?
That, Foxy, was what we like to call a very, very large baked potato of a round right towards the end.
Yeah, with a little bit of salt in it too.
Yep. just as Baba said right there, just a little bit of salt added to that. But regardless, I mean, whoo boy, that is definitely one way to start off a match, ladies and gentlemen. That is for sure. The Hibana came in, missed with the bearing. The Mira tried to, fire back, missed with the Vector. And then the Thermite came in, Mira missed with her shotgun. Thermite finished off the round. At least that kill went for the plant. By the time the plant was done, the last remaining defenders had fallen. But we didn't get to see that on camera because, of course, we were just, kind of busy, just awestruck at the at what we had just gotten to see. So, yeah, unfortunate for all of our viewers at home. But I think that explanation kind of makes up for itself. Anyway, enough about baked potatoes and all that. That's just gonna get me hungry before I need to be. So right now we're gonna be moving into round 2 right now between both of these teams. So I've taken round 1 off the back of a very, very interestingly hilarious end of round. But will they be able to take round 2? Now I don't think KL11 will be making those same mistakes again. And that would probably stand true had it been KL11 of season 4 or season 3, depends on which season they actually came in from. But anyway, the whole point of what I just said right there is the fact that KL11 this season have looked especially rough around the edges. Similar to how Sangfroid have looked fairly rough around the edges in this season. Same with KL11. They just, I don't know, when they came in from qualifiers a couple seasons ago, they were amazing. They impressed us very, very much. However, unlike Team Super and TRNet Valiants, they have stayed back in Division 3. And they're still here. More than anything, they're on the bottom end of Division 3 as well. It's not a good look for them. It's not a good situation to be in at all. I'm pretty sure KL11 regrets every single mistake that they've done so far. And, as they should. I don't mean that in a mean way at all. I mean that genuinely, that they should be learning from their mistakes as much as possible. And going forward, they'll be looking to correct them as they go. We've got a Kali being played once again, bringing in the operator from the side of Saw. And the Lances are going to come in to deny the Bandit, but Hellboy is going to come in to deny Ironside his life, and there goes the Valkyrie. That's a big drop right there. C4 MPX, need I say more, is off the board. A tracker drone is going to be taken down as Ava's been downed as well, and oh, he gets deleted off the map. Ladies and gentlemen, that is one way to rid yourself of a Bandit, and Messi is going to rid himself of Mischief, dropping the Jaeger. 2 operators remaining for the side of KL11. They've made a lot of mistakes, but Bot's going to find one, trying to rectify for some of those, and Dadgum's going to fall. The push is in, the smoke's going to go down as well, as that's a little unfortunate. Bot, who just took a kill, is off the board. That leaves one defender standing. That's the Womai. He finds the Ash, but will he be able to find any more? There's a Kali and a Thermite. There's a slice from behind him. He doesn't know this. Somehow he's alive, but for no more. He's going to fall. Hellboy will take the kill, and Saw, with nearly a very clean round, are gonna take round 2 as well. 2-0 to them in the early game, as KL11's unfortunate run of matches continues, and we're gonna be heading back to CCTV and Cash Room from the side of KL11 Esports.
Honestly, that was a nice one from Saw. They really played that well. The attack from them has been amazing. The way that they're happening to clear out your KL11 getting caught in the crossfire of that, not able to survive that momentum that Saw has put on board. KL11 definitely needs to step up with bans like Maverick and Thatcher on a map like Clubhouse. Having to start off on defense must be particular in your favor, just the map, the way it goes, the way the bans are, the way it's approached and whatnot. But then again, I still got the Mina unbanned. I like that kind of emphasis. Ironside is bringing the Mina out, but I'm not really a great fan of how it's being used so far. Saw has been overriding that back to back. In fact, it's something that KL11 definitely needs to pick up. Let's see what they'll be bringing out. At least for now, Mira is. I think she's not exactly cool with the kind of reinforcement that she happens to see in front of her. Maybe she is. I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, then again, maybe she is. Yeah, we'll be seeing the smoke hold that down with the shield as well. So classic stuff we're going to see along with the Mira being employed. Definitely something that you get to see as an attacker. You know, you just happen to walk into something and you're droning. You say, wait a minute, what is this? How do we counter this? Who's behind this? By the time you figure that out, your drone's already gone. So yeah, sometimes it does happen to come to those phase check moments, and Saw has been amazing at that as well. The frag potential that we're getting to see from Saw, in fact, has been really well. And speaking of the frag potential from Saw, we have Messi, in fact. He happens to be one of the top 5 MVPs, the man on the Ash right now. He happens to be the top 5 MVPs of his division. Got himself 48 kills and a kill death ratio of 1.7. That's huge. That's huge to keep up in a tournament so difficult to just survive, at least as of now. So everybody's just everybody wants a piece of that cake. Everyone wants to stay on top, but no. Right now, it's just for the ones who deserve the most. We'll be seeing a breach happening from the side of Dadgum, coming back to Messi, one of the top fraggers in the last season. 48 kills. My man has kill death ratio 1.7. Is going to find the Jaeger. Is being put on the frag duty once again. The Ash, will be doing the job for the room clear, as he did spot the Jaeger, but Mischief has pulled back, and he's very safe and very secure in terms of fight he's intending to play this out. Messi, he's just making sure he's safeguarding everything for his team, because the flanks should not come in. We don't see a dedicated flank play coming in from except for Messi himself. That's really good. We see the emphasis of Sledge also being done in the same manner. Getting the breaches done. Great emphasis in terms of how the utility is supposed to go down. And we're going to see most of that. Let's see how that turns out going ahead into this match. The Mira going for the peak any moment now. She could find somebody. I'm not sure. She does have the C4, but no, Hellboy's going to nade himself. That's unfortunate. Hellboy, a little bit of a throwback here to one of our older Division 3 teams. Self-made. Meanwhile, Messi is going to take the fall, and that's going to be Mischief the Jaeger. He happened to find before, but just not quickly enough. Mischief a nice and a very important kill. He'll be looking for the flank coming up on them, but right now, it's going to be the fight for these 3 attackers who are outside. In fact, everybody's stationed on the side of construction, making this push on a bottleneck doorway. Drone works are coming in, but I believe that information trade-off is a little too late for them already. 20 seconds left, and they've got to worry about these flanks, if that's why the Hibana's moved downstairs. The Queen knows that the Hibana is coming, she's going to go wide with this, and she's going to get that frag. That's a very easy kill for the Valkyrie. In fact, Scullis is going to get that. She notices the drop coming in, does not know where that push-up is in. Oh, that will be... Oh, that was a huge run-in from play. And Scullis knows that. I don't know if the information did get spotted out, but that'll be the kill for KL11 to take. In fact, an almost flawless round for KL11 Esports. Finally putting the first defensive round on board for themselves on Clubhouse, as I did start to speak about how much they've got to emphasize these wins on defense. And it looks like they've finally picked up the momentum to start putting these on board. Round 4 will be underway, 2-1, still in the favor of Saw, but let's see if KL11 happens to bring up something spicy into the mix and maybe get this match a little more, or a whole lot more exciting. Round 4 will be underway.
Round 4 is indeed underway, and we're going to be heading to second floor gym bedroom from the side of the defense. Not basement church, mind you. They are going to gym, and they're going to be making the full use of the Mira and her windows, the Black Mirror windows, of course. Meanwhile, Hellboy is going to go out of the buck into the Twitch, bringing in one of Mira's hard counters right there, which is, of course, the Twitch drones. Now, of course, Twitch drones, as of late, they've been under a little bit of scrutiny ever since that little rework that they got, where they no longer have 15 entire pellets, but rather they carry with them three fireable charges, and then they get more charges similar to an Echo drone. Of course, along with that, their damage was nerfed to 1. And yeah, that was also a fairly big change to Mira. Once again, Ava putting down those shields in important places, but just like Foxy said, sometimes I look at these reinforcements that he's making, and I can't quite, figure out the whole deal. Like this one here, you would think it's a little bit more vulnerable to the breach going on the main wall, but we've seen this particular Mira window before from other teams, I believe, and just hugging the bathroom wall sort of allows you to stay safe, which is all fine and all, but putting it on the other side just seems like a better option to me personally. The other Mira window that is already been put down, you can see off the corner of the eye, is towards the side of Secret Stash, but again, it's from sight staring out. And this one's protected by this big metal panel with the mattress that's standing up straight against some sort of shelving unit, right? It's protected for sure, but again, it just doesn't seem like the best place to be putting a Mira window. Again, I could be wrong. I probably most certainly am. But still, it's just a personal opinion. At the end of the day, I'm just a caster. I'm trying to make sure that this is as fun as possible, or as it gives a lot of our viewers, a little bit of food for thought, shall we say? Well, like for instance, the new season that's coming up, Year 5 Season 3, that's pretty big. It promises a lot of gameplay changes. It already has a lot of gameplay changes. One of those being the new sites. Personally, I love the new sites, but more on that on a little bit later. I'll pose that question to Foxy for the end of the round, but oh no, the castle's not going to be posing anything, as JD's going to light up with a double for himself as well. Bot and Ironside go down, and suddenly KL11 have fallen apart like a pack of cards in the wind, the house of cards in the wind, excuse me. And Scullix and Ava are the last two remaining on round 4. 2-1 is the scoreline, and it might just become a 3-1 if this 2 versus 5 does not go. Excuse me, right there. If this round, does not go in favor of KL11. This is a 2v5 clutch that they have to make. But C4 comes out. Will it find anybody? Yes, no, it does not quite. JD is down, mind you. The mid's going around for a flank. He could maybe make this very big right now, but the Asha spotted him, and he's gonna go prone and gonna get that kill as well, not allowing the Hibana to be cleaned up on. And JD is, oh dear me, Ava is the last one standing, and nope. Not anymore. Not standing at all. Messi is going to take that kill. Ava's going to drop. And that's going to put the side of Saw one more round up. Round 4 goes to them, as looks like that round on second floor CCTV was just a temporary halt in the domination that Saw is bringing out this match.
Maybe it is, maybe it is not. We're going back to Church and Arsenal, in fact. But getting to see a Rio's request coming in from the side of Mischief. as that will be awarded. Yes, please for now. We're going into a quick rehearse right now, and we'll be back on round 5. 3-1 is the scoreline. Saw is in the lead. Let's see who happens to take this match in just a moment. Be right back, people.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between SAW and KL11 Esports on the map of Clubhouse. We are back from the Rios. That had to be called because Ava from the side of KL11 had a bit of an unfortunate disconnect, and we are back here on the round count of 3-1 on round 5. As unfortunately for KL11, their rather sad run of matches seems to be continuing. Again, I say seems to be because they could still turn it around from here. It is 3-1 in favor of SAW. They won 3 attacking rounds on Clubhouse, which is an achievement in and of itself. Even if KL11 make it 3-3 going into roll swap round 7, SAW have won 3 attacking rounds, and going into defense, they're effectively starting from scratch with the Clubhouse defender-sided advantage. So that's huge. That is definitely huge right there. And round 5 and round 6, of course, are going to be the deciders on how big of an advantage SAW is going to be able to take, or will KL11 have some sort of comeback momentum in their favor, gain some comeback momentum before they make some sort of plays happen. Action phase is in play. SAW is attacking once again, of course. Basement Church is the side of choice. And we've got the meta in play from Ironside. Just like Foxy pointed out, we do love to see the meta in play. Mischief. He barely avoided getting noticed right there, but the Hibana's going to be droning herself in. JD out there along with the Ash. Messi, who's moving towards the side of Stocks. And overall, this should all be just standard stuff coming out from both teams. Jones are going to spot where Mischief is. He's going to pull back. The Jones still knows where he is, giving away intel to the side of the attackers. Twitch Zone doing what a Twitch Zone does, all right? Right now, Hellboy, he's brought in the Twitch for the primary reason of taking out the meta windows. Meanwhile, the Kali is being used to counter the Clash. Messiah, he's got to be careful of the Kali sniper rifle bullets because those things force her shield to sort of move to the side. And if there's another attacker with the Kali coordinating and moving in, then Messiah is going to be in a little bit of trouble, and there's an Ash playing very close to Kali right now. He's coming in, so is Messi. Messiah's going to have to pull back. There's a drone in his location, 2 drones for that matter, and now the swing wide is going to happen any second now. Messiah might have support from bot. The Legion from behind. Shots are fired once again. A flashbang comes in. It's definitely going to flash Messiah quite a bit. He's in a bit of a pickle, but the Legion, who's been pre-firing away for some time, oh no, the Kali's going to take that. At least a down, and he's going to avoid the Legion being taken off the board, who's been revived up from his teammate. And there we go. Messiah takes so much damage, is somehow alive. And he's going to have to pull back, try and do something else. No, not quite. Another flashbang goes out. That should be caught by Nadius. It is not. And an Ash charge goes out as well. Isn't going to find anybody as 2 defenders are very low on HP, both Bot and Messiah. Trying to push in through Dirt Tunnel seems to be costing the side of the attack a few too many resources. They might want to reconsider where they are making their push happen. Messiah, and in the meanwhile, JD is going to find Mischief. That is the Jaeger of the board. Oh no. Oh no, Kali. Oh no, you hate to see that play. He was stuck droning left high and dry by Messi, as JD is going to be dropped by Bot as well. The Ash moved away to reposition. However, there seemed to be a little bit of an issue in communicating that to the Kali, and play fell in a very, very bad position. Dagum goes down. Bot takes another kill for himself. The Maestro, he's trying to find where the switch is playing. So far, no luck. Hellboy is trading with the Maestro, but no, there's the Legion who came in close. And that's a kill for him, and a kill for the, Ironside was the one to take down Hellboy, and Bot is the one to take this kill. All right. I was confused between both of them, but still, ooh, that's a nice little shot right there from Bot. As KL11 Esports are going to take round 5, giving themselves a second round. But is that second round enough? Do they have enough momentum to win round 6, go into the attack 3-3? Or will we see a 4-2 coming out from SAW? We're going to find out in the next couple of minutes, as Gym Bedroom is the side of choice.
Let's see who happens to come out on top. Round 6 is indeed underway. Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard. That being said, obviously after Riost, We've got Bot being coming out very heavy in this one specific round for himself. And his team, obviously, good emphasis that we're getting to see, but obviously walking into round 7 with a 3-3 equalizer would be the optimal situation for the side of KL11 Esports to walk out of. But though they definitely want to take this advantage away from KL11 Esports, happening to put maximum rounds on attack on board. Already have gotten 3 rounds on board. That's enough done already. You know, even if they happen to lose this, I wouldn't really say they happen to start off on huge ground differentials. But then again, coming back to a possibility that Saw happens to win this, they'll be moving into round 7 with a 4-2, and that's huge. That's a huge advantage coming off onto defense with a 4-2. Very huge plays, in fact. We might as well get to see them take match point right after that, because that's exactly how Clubhouse happens to favor the side of the defense. We've seen this so many times go down multiple times, and that is exactly how it has ended. But then again, hey, when it's Siege, it might come down to the players' play styles. In fact, the way they'll be approaching this, to the way we'll be seeing them do all of this. But let's see. First and foremost, we'll be seeing JD. That's Hibana. We'll be going for the primary breach. They want to make sure that the extensive roam that is coming in, to make sure that the horizontal push onto the side of the bedroom does not come in early. They'll be extending this all the way inside. They won't be extending this outside the side of server rooms. They'll be keeping it inside cache for now. But it's still the same extended hole, except for less room to go about stuff. And that's why Mischief has found himself in a really difficult spot. A possible late nonsense what has led him up so much, and now he holds himself in a position so low. And look at that, already taken off. Mischief definitely not even having a great day right now. Bot will be watching that camera that he's got for himself from Ironside. Definitely want to be on those and stay on those, in fact. As now with one less defender alive, there'll be one more defender on the camps. The camps did get spotted. Now that is going to be fallen back. Bot, he knows that this is the right time to fall back. Does not want to overcome it to this. There's a Mira window watching this. Somehow the logistics hatch is still not contested. I don't think the side of the attack know this. The moment they happen to convey this information, that'll be done at that'll be the first thing they'll be doing, because this is such an counter. You can see the feet at that angle, but right now Ironside is going to get a headshot, and that's going to be Hellboy from the spray. In fact, we did see him go for the run out outside. At least we did see him in the back of our minds. We're seeing Messi make his push. He's got himself the Hibana to make the push with, and they do know about this Mira window. They'll make sure they get the breach done. Messi's playing deep inside, and he's not aware. Is he AFK? I think he is. He might be. No, that is Messiah who's AFK. Messi has taken the fall. In fact, Bot is going to get the frag, and that'll be on to play. The side of the attack not looking great, despite one of their team members happening to be AFK. Finally getting off the AFK hook. Mute has returned to the secret stash. Meanwhile, the revive will come in. 3 vs 4 right now. 30 seconds left, and the push has still got to happen from the side of the attack. One kill comes in, and that'll be JD. The Hibana getting the frag onto Bot. It takes the fall. The push-up is in from the Valkyrie. She's got to take the fall as well. That's a huge misplay, from the side of Ironside. We'll be seeing JD getting the first frag, second frag, in fact, for this round. That'll be the push in, but that'll be stopped by the Mira. 2 vs 2 established, 3 established back by Skullix. The push is in from Messi. He wants to make this happen, but Dagum is here as well. Messi's going to get the first frag. The Mira is going to win the other. That's a 1 vs 1. Messi solo on HP. He's got to make this push happen, but that'll be the Mira once again with the clutch. The triple kill coming in, and just like we like to call it, the Skullx blades come alive, and that is the Skullx play for the day. In fact, KL11, very important clutch from the Mira, securing very important frags towards the end of the round. That triple kill will be securing KL11, the equalizer on this match, and that is going to be 3-3, walking into round 7. Huge stuff we're going to see from both these teams, but definitely Saw happens to have themselves a little bit of an advantage walking into this defender-favored map. Let's see what round 7 holds for us.
Round 7's in play, and it is indeed 3-2-3. And I know what I said earlier, the fact that Saw being 3-3 on a defender side of map like Clubhouse, going into defense may yet be on the advantage. However, mind you, KL11 have won 2 rounds back-to-back. Rounds 5 and 6 have gone in their favor. So they have a little bit of a momentum advantage that they are going to be looking to use as much as possible. However, whether or not all of that momentum really does give them an advantage, or if Saw just outright clobbers them here on the other side of roll swap, is going to be the real questions that are being asked right now. No Mira from the side of Saw, as we can see immediately off the bat. That's a big change. They've got the smoke mute combo, along with JD bringing in the Maestro, and of course the Valkyrie Jaeger, the standard stuff right there from the side of Saw. And also, I kind of would like to point out, there's actually zero emphasis on denial of the main wall of CCTV. Now, with the Thatcher ban and the Maverick ban, of course, it means that Garage Wall will probably be held down by those mid jammers, at least for most of the round, until somebody manages to get into Garage. Either the entryway through Lounge or through the Garage door, one of those mid jammers is going to be taken off the board anytime soon. The other thing is the fact that the main wall is probably not going to be that heavily guarded, and this is a thing that's become this is something that's become a thing when it comes to Clubhouse. Mischief, he was looking at the broken Valcam decal right there on the trash bins and thinking like, wait, is it there? Is it gone? What happened? But no, it did break. It did disappear eventually, as all broken gadgets do. But yeah, coming back to the point at hand, the emphasis on the main wall of CCTV on second floor has sort of diminished over time with the use of Thatcher, with the use of Maverick, or with Zofia Ash from underneath, with concussive grenades coming through the drone hole. There's so many counters and so many ways to outplay that. Oh, play with the round in the meanwhile. Ironside's going to go down. That's a big drop right there, mind you, as that is going to drop the thermite. Never mind the fact that the diffuser's been dropped. That can be recovered, but the thermite cannot be recovered. That's a huge loss right there for the side of KL11. They needed to be a little bit more careful on the garage door. They weren't, and that is why Ironside is met an early grave. Bot is, of course, now the only hard breacher left for the side of the attack. Now, I'm pretty sure they know, or at least have some idea of any kind of denial on the CCTV main wall, and that's why the Hibana is going to be going in for a breach. There we go. Getting nice and up close to the wall to make sure that there are no meat jammers on it, because you can hear it from the other side. But a C4 comes out from Hellboy. That seems like it may have been through the reinforced wall. The top of the reinforced wall, there is a opening large enough for that, but regardless, that is a C4 that's been used to take out Mischief. It is a 5 versus 3 right now, as the side of KL11 have seen better days. A grenade comes in, but that's a missed grenade, and there's a mute push coming in with a shotgun to find one. He's gonna have the SMG-11 out just to make sure that any counter push coming in from KL11 gets shut down, but he's gotta hold the shotgun close, and he will, and another shotgun lights up. That's Dadgum, as Scullix is now the only one remaining against so many angry defenders, and he will not be able to pull anything whatsoever. Saw, just like I thought, or at least just like I said earlier in the round, have clobbered KL11 in this one, as they will be going into the advantage. 4-3 to them, as we were to disconnect from Hellboy from Saw, and it looks like we're gonna have to go into yet another rehost, ladies and gentlemen. We do apologize for all of the rehosts and whatnot, but we gotta get all the players back in, so we'll be right back on the other side of this rehost. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between SAW and KL11 Esports on the map of Clubhouse. We are back for the game after the second Rios that had to be called by SAW. Unfortunately, they had a little bit of a disconnect. They are all back. KL11 is all back. Both teams have used up their rehosts, however, so that means they will no longer be able to call for a rehost should they have any issues. With all that being said, it is round 8 and 4-3 is the scoreboard. And you could see Messiah's player card right there all the way down at the bottom right, not load in for a second. That scared me. However, we are back, hopefully without any issues this time around, as second floor gym bedroom is going to be the site of choice. From the side of the defense, SAW they managed to win out on CCTV, and not only managed to, they won it out spectacularly in their favor. A flawless round for them, as they are going to be going to gym bedroom. Once again, the emphasis isn't quite there when it comes to basement church, but then that is, of course, down to team persuasion. The Montaigne is in play. Messiah, 6 picking in the French operator, the French shield, the mountain itself, and that is going to be a fairly interesting pick right there when it comes to this match that we have on hand. Of course, speaking of the Montaigne, and on the thread of the Season 3 changes that we're going to be having very, very soon indeed in the game, Year 5 Season 3 that is, it is no secret that the new HYPERX gadget is actually quite fun and overall quite useful, as of right now, of course, the operators who receive it, one of them will be the Montaigne, who will be hard breaching his way into sites and objectives, which is going to be very, very interesting and exciting, especially for Monty mains out there. And the hard breach gadget just in general, seeing as hard breach is one of the big meta-defining characteristics of a standard siege round, is going to change up team compositions quite a bit. Now, how much is remains to be seen. You know, you could see a Nook in play. You will definitely be seeing a lot of Montaigne in play. And who knows, maybe Fuse might see a very slight increase in his pick rate in competitive. He does get one of those as far as I'm aware. But overall, it's just wishful thinking from my end. Fuse, at the end of the day, I doubt he's going to be viable for competitive at all. But, yeah, a Fuse main sorrow. That's all it is. Right now, coming back to the round at hand... Wait a minute, Messiah? What was he doing there in spawn? He was trying to get out of it, but right now the castle will be forced out of his own life as JD will take the fall. Bot is going to take that kill. JD was on the bed of the bedroom and tried to make a peek out of the bedroom main window. Unfortunately, he's going to go down as well. Bot is droning himself in, and the rest of his team, mind you. There is an emphasis towards cash stash, that there is a hold towards cash stash at the very least. Bot's taking a bit of damage in the scuffle that he had with the castle earlier, as round 8 is slowly progressing. It's at the midway point. Zophia's concussives come in, flashbangs come in as well to try and deny ADSs to make sure that the castle barricades can be taken out nice and quickly. Ironside might be going for the hard breach on the main wall of gym bedrooms hallway, the jacuzzi wall that is. Play in the meanwhile has climbed on the bed. Trying to find somebody. Will be able to? Not quite yet. Diffusers being exchanged. That's Messiah who's going to be taking the... Excuse me, I think Messiah's going to be taking the diffuser off the hands of the other attackers, as he'll be the one making the plant happen. Meanwhile, play still peeking. So is the rest of the defenders. It's a little bit of a standstill right now in the round. We've got less than 45 seconds remaining, as Dadgum has got smoke canisters flying out left, right, and center. He's got one more left. He might want to throw that on the main window. Not quite yet. He's just blocking entry for the side of the attackers. But no, the Montaigne's in. He's going for the plant already inside of gym. And now the Nidal needs to come in. Do they even know that the plant is happening? They do now. But Messiah's going to be able to get the plant off nice and quickly, as impacts were thrown from below. But that's a little too late. It's all in a post-plant situation. 4 versus 4 plays found 1. And that is bottom of the board. But at what cost? It's only 1 kill out of 4 that they have to get in the next 30 seconds. And then get the counter defuse. Play's got a double kill. Messi's got one more. Skulix and Ironside have been dropped. And there goes one more. The buck instead of Cash is down. It's all down to the Montaigne while Messi's going to be going for the counter defuse. And a knife comes out from Dadgum onto Messiah. And the counter defuse will come off as well. Okay, L11, that is huge right there from them as they could not hold the post plant, unfortunately for them, as it looks like round 8 is going to go to the side of Saw as well. 5-3 is the scoreline. Saw with a huge advantage as I regret to inform all of our viewers, but we're going into yet another rehost, and looks like this is an admin rehost because there's a sound bug in the game, and we'll be right back on the other side of this one. Stay tuned. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between SAW and KL11 Esports. We're back on the other side of what feels like the 50th rehost, but it's just the third. As this game has taken quite a bit of time to complete. And just as we were getting into the lobby, KL11 had a disconnect. Apparently, it was an IP issue from their end, and that's why we don't see. I don't see Irons. No, we do see Ironside in the lobby. I forget who disconnected right there. You know, when it comes to disconnects and when you have them this frequently, yeah, it can rattle your brains sometime. As round 9 is in play, 5-3 is the scoreline, and I hope all of our viewers can see the game. You know, the last in the pre-rehost round that we had just a little while ago, just a couple minutes ago. I know that we had some issues with the screen. The game wasn't actually visible. I hope it is this time, as round 9 is in play. Speaking of play, he's going to be making an impact trick hole on the main hatch of pitch, as he does as you go. And you want to make sure that you have all the angles open for yourselves to deny the side of the attackers any sort of entryway. We got Messi holding inside a site, the Jaeger inside a site, ironically enough, but looks like it's going to be a turtle hold from the side of SAW. No surprises right there. We do have we do have turtle holds coming out all the time when it comes to Basement Church. In Clubhouse, it's completely standard. No surprise right there. What is a bit of a surprise is the Iana being played by bot. We've seen Iana get quite a bit of competitive play, and again, no surprises there as well, seeing as she pretty much brings to the table infinite drones, and as they say in Rainbow Six Siege, Intel is king. Speaking of Intel, that is exactly what bot is going to be doing with the use of those Gemini replicators. Well play. He's still just running around inside a site. Most of the defenders are, you know, KL11, of course, they didn't do any sort of rush tactics or anything like that, as bot is going to be surveying his surroundings using some Intel devices. But Hellboy, did he find a one-tap on the Skullix is my question right now, because we did not hear any sort of spray. All we heard is just a one bullet go out of the K1A, and he may just have gotten a one-tap on the Zofia, which would be huge right there. The Zofia is dropped regardless, and that is a pretty big drop. The Zofia, pretty important operator, no longer available to the side of the attack. Ironside trying to find where this Womai is playing. Bot's going to find Hellboy in the meanwhile, and the Womai is so low on HP. JD, he will finally go down. That was an ill-advised run on towards trying to hide behind the big unit in blue. It's going to go down. The clash has been spotted. Who's been playing inside of blue for some time now. At least was inside of dirt, now is inside of blue. And Dadgum is going to be making sure that he can hold off this push from the side of the attack. There's a lot of attackers coming his way. One from the stairs, one from the hallway itself. Oh, he looked away at what could have potentially been the wrong time, but that, of course, was the replicator that came his way, the Gemini replicator, and not the actual Iana. Two operators pushing, and oh no, he's going to get taken off the board as bot. He actually came a lot closer than we thought. No, that he didn't. That was Oil Pit that he was still on, but regardless, attackers have only 10 seconds to get the plant off. Mischief has to get in there, and shots are going to be fired. Mischief is low on HP. He took some shots, but Messi's going to come back, and now the plant is coming off. Kainsa is going to find a play in the meanwhile, as Messi is caught in a 1v3. The Thermite knows where he is. Pre-fires are coming off in his general direction. He's going to find the Thermite. Not quite yet. He's missing quite a few shots, as it's a post-plant situation for him to play in 38 seconds remaining. And Messi, the last man standing. That's it. Is that the real Iana? Even I'm confused right now. That is probably not. Otherwise, shots would have been fired by now. As, yep, that is in fact the Gemini replicator. A little bit of a bamboozle moment as flashbangs are going to be thrown in. Messi is in a very, very, very precarious position right now, as the push that he needs to make is being contested by 3 attackers. The Thermite is finally going to go down. Ironside's been downed, but at what cost? The Hibana is going to come into cover, and that is going to drop Messi. KL11 are finally going to take an attacking round for themselves on a Basement Church, as they are trying to keep themselves alive as much as he can. And SAW, in the meanwhile, are still in the lead. 5-4 is the scoreline going into round 10. Oh no. Don't tell me. No. Not again. No. Not like this. Looks like KL11 are in need of another rehost because the player who disconnected can't join in. I'm not entirely sure what happened right there, but looks like Ubisoft issues are all over the place. As looks like we are in fact going into the... I don't even know what rehost number this is at this point. I've lost count, but we're going into yet another one, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be right back on this 5-1 scoreline on round 10. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between SAW and KL11. This is the fourth time I'm saying this tonight. Post-rehost, and post-rehost. As we are back on round 10, 5-4 is the scoreline, and it is going to be second floor CCTV that we go to from the side of SAW. We have the Kali being 6-pick out by Messiah into the Montaigne, and Play going out of the Pulse into the Valkyrie. Second floor CCTV, just like I said, is the side of choice. Iana is being brought in by Bop this time around, and KL11 on the attack are looking to give themselves the equalizer, as it is 5-4 in the favor of SAW. And right now, of course, we're gonna have what is like the standard setups going into excuse me, standard setup going into this this round right now. As CCTV, we know what's gonna happen. It is going to be the basement. Excuse me. The garage walls are going to be reinforced. The main wall is going to be reinforced. There's no Bandit or Kaid. Hellboy is the only one with any sort of hard breach denial, and that is the Mute Jammers, of course, which is more focused on general utility denial than specifically hard breach denial, right? So, but still, no emphasis on the main wall of CCTV as it goes, because, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, with the Thatcher and the Maverick ban, you probably don't want to emphasize too much on the main wall of CC, because there's still a Zofia who could come and take care of it. There's still Ash and any sort of Chef's grenade coming in from, say, bot the Iana, or if there was a Sledge in play, or the IQ. You know, there's like more counters than ever to anti-hard breaching. That's why the side of SAW are not going to be investing on that. The Montaigne is going to be trying to drone for the time being, but oh, that was a potential round for Valkyrie. We saw the Valk's, the Valkyrie's outline try to make a run out happen, but no, the Valcam has been spotted, taken out the board, and Messiah will make sure that there are no issues whatsoever. Play is actually low on HP. Will he find somebody? No, he won't. The attacker shadow was there on our screens, but that attacker, of course, is way, way back outside of the well, outside of not outside, excuse me, at spawn. He's gonna drop down the Valkyrie, that is, all the way down to utility room right here. As, yeah, it's just running around, roaming for the side of SAW, making sure that there are no issues whatsoever in this particular round. Drones are coming out from the side of the attackers. KL11 want to make sure that they have all the intel possible for this game, for this particular round, as the main hard breach has been taken care of by the Thermite in the meanwhile. JD, Maestro, holding on catwalk of Garage. A very important position, but there's a Montaigne that is about to usurp him of this position. Smoke canisters are going off in the background, as the Montaigne's going to be taking a bit of damage from that Evil Eye that's positioned right there. Will the Maestro be found? Not quite yet. He is prone, mind you. That angle is still pretty viable for the Iana, but probably not quite. Grenade goes up, but that's a missed. The little bullet hole that's been made there. The Valkyrie's been spotted in the meanwhile. Skullet to go for a kill, but Play's going to find Messiah in the meanwhile and rotate back down blue stairs. Very smartly done right there, knowing that there could be somebody towards the main door. That's where he's going to fall back onto the main stairs area instead. KL11 Esports, they've got about 40 seconds remaining to make some sort of play happen. They need to get into sight, they need to get these defenders, and they need to get the plant off. Will they be able to? Doesn't quite look like it. There's an Iana right outside the main door. Messi, does he know this? He sees the real Iana. No, that's the Gemini replicator. The Iana knows where he is. Oh, dear me. Messi, the Bamboozles are in bot with the Gemini replicator, doing fantastic work for his team. As there's now a Maestro that's being hotly contested on catwalk. Hellboy's going to go down in the meanwhile, as JD will go down as well. Ironside takes that kill. Seifer comes out on default plant spot. Will it find anybody? It is blown, but no. Mischief is going to find Dagum instead, as the Valkyrie's coming up and will be found by the Hibana as well. Mischief comes in to take the kill. KL11 are going to take round 10 on the attack. And looks like all of these rehosts have allowed them to sort of wake back up, have a little bit of a technical timeout, one of the longest ever in the game, mind you, and give themselves a little bit of a breather, as it is now 5-5 on round 11. And we are going to be going back to second floor CCTV and cash room.
11, 5-5, and I just cannot put emphasis on how many Rios we just had for this match, but the the fact that apart from the Rios, we're getting to see both these teams go head to head is something that I was not expecting, and honestly, it's all the while more reasons of getting more frustrated over Rios because you're having yourselves such an intense match going down. Players are just not able to stay connected in the lobby because of game host issues. So then again, stuff like that, there's always going to be some other turnaround. When we here as quickly as possible as we could be. Round 11 will be underway. 5-5 is indeed the scoreline. These teams one round away from taking it to match point. Whoever happens to win this round, in fact, will be sitting on match point. That'll be definitely that's definitely a place you want somebody to be sitting on. But let's see if they'll be able to do that or not going ahead into this match. Huge hopes from Saw, the way they have their team standings right now as well. KL11 though, all the way back to the bottom, they sit for themselves on the 7th spot or the 6th spot rather. Not sure now how the standings look like, but definitely make sure you are checking out the social media of the Esports Club and keeping in touch with what the standings look like, who are your MVPs, and what are the daily updates on scores and stream schedules. That out of the way, we're seeing some emphasis in terms of pushing the man on the rafters. That's going to be JD, the Maestro. You got the Zofia coming in first and foremost to be taking care of the Maestro camp. There you go, it's been taken care of. And now the push shall be in. Play meanwhile is going to be the fall. I'm not sure where that came in from. Was it from an angle all the way outside? Yes, that was the Hibana getting the down in onto the Bandit. Really well done. Definitely, there's no way the revive comes in as well. Good emphasis on KL11 into keeping things methodical, but there you go. Dadgum is finally going to come in with a revive, but he's going to take the fall for that. And this is exactly something you don't do because that's the angle he used to get himself a free baited kill. Huge plays for Mischief. Meanwhile, we'll be seeing JD take the fall as well. Finally, the Maestro takes the fall, and it's all on Messi and Hellboy as Mischief finally will be finishing up onto play. The Mute still got the C4, but Messi's already pushed up a question. That's the Iana hologram. One does not find the real Iana, and that's sad. And that's hugely sad because he went for the aggression. That was a one-time thing. You could not go for it again, and that was the only time he happened to meet the hologram, and not the real Iana. In fact, but smokes are coming out from the side of the attackers. Still have the C4. Could go for a possible rotate. The hatch will be open on the side of construction. And there you go. Would want to go for this denial. I think the side of the attack knows that as well, and they've got to be equally careful as well. But the push is still imminent onto site. That'll be held down by Messi all by himself. C4 pre-plays in the position, but the pushes in from the side of the mountain. They want to get this control done. They'll control done nice and easy. They don't even need to plan because they'll be getting kills. Everything counted. KL11 will be sitting on match point off of a beautiful comeback in this re-hosting match that we got to see for today. They'll be sitting on a match point, but will we see Saw take their match point status away from them or not is a real question. 5-6 is the scoreline, and we'll be sitting. See, KL11 in the driver's seat for some reason, as they've definitely come up to turn things around in their favor.
Definitely turning things around in their favor right now. KL11 came back to the match point right now. They were chasing the shadow of Saw this entire time, but not only have they equalized in the midst of all these rehosts, they have come back. They've got the match point. We're headed to Basement Church and Arsenal, and we've got a couple of 6-picks, one out of the Warden into the smoke and one out of the Iana into the Capitao. Two very, very important operators, both of whom coincidentally pack a kind of smoke grenade, as their primary gadget. Of course, the defender smoke is his smoke canisters are definitely a lot more lethal, shall we say? But Capitao can pack quite a punch as well, or more importantly, fry you all the way to the Netherlands and back. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how both of these operators are brought into play. standard setups once again with the clash in play from Dadgum as well. Curiously enough, with the clash in play, we haven't really gotten to see any, 180 turnaround bikini body plays today from either team. And, that makes me just a little sad. I always love to see the bikini body plays. They are super hype moments whenever they are executed. Or whenever they try to, like a player tries to execute those plays. But unfortunately, Dadgum is probably not going to be doing that. Neither did we see KL11's Clash do that when they were defending either. Action phase is in play. KL11 Esports are going to be closing in, and they're going to be doing what the attacking side is required to do, which is either take out all the defenders or, plant the diffuser, or a combination of both. Barricades are going to go off. Dadgum, making sure that Oil Pit has at least some sort of denial/delay for the side of the attackers, while a Wamai Magnet is going to go out by JD on the blue stairs hatch, which is being blown open by the Hibana. It's a pretty interesting hold that they have right here. The clash for pretty much soaking bullets and utility on the blue door, or, close by to it, while Play the Legion is putting down Legion Mines, Goo Mines behind the Clash, and at least trying to put them down in front of the Clash's shield to make sure that anybody who tries to get close is met with an unfortunate Goo Mines finish in. Drones are going to come out. Dadgum, not sure why he tried to electrify the drone. That doesn't quite work. But still, drones are going to find where these defenders are sitting. Messi's going to go on his cams in the meanwhile to try and find where these attackers are sitting. We're about to hit the 1 minute 30 mark, pretty much halfway in the round as a fireball comes out from the Capitão. That's a very good way to burn out the Wamai Magnet right there, because the fire will still spread, and that's still going to allow the attackers to push up safely without the fear of a defender holding on the door itself, namely Clash, of course. It looks like blue is probably not going to be the side that they want to push, at least the area that they want to push from. Looks like SAW are looking to, K11 are looking to invest in a push from a different angle, and that different angle might just be the Moto hatch. They position themselves on top of it. They've got the diffuser man Ironside, the Thermite, running around to the main stairs, taking out barbed wire, as the drop is in. Messi's in a bit of an odd position as he's been spotted by the Montaigne. Doesn't know that the Montaigne is this close by. I don't think he does. ADS? No ADSs, but there's a watch from the hatch. That's Mitch. It was going to take down the Jaeger as K11 have gotten a very big early kill. Messi's on the board. A breach is coming in on the main wall of a church as well. From the main stairs is being watched in the meanwhile. As shots are going to be fired, but no, the Thermite just walks in and he somehow wins that gunfight. He's going to go for the plant. Ironside is getting the diffuser in, and a massive pre-fire coming in from Bot, who's going to find one. Will he find one more? Not quite. He's been down by the Clash, but he hasn't been confirmed onto just yet. Impact grenades are going out, but Bot is still alive. In fact, been revived, which makes it a 5 versus 2, and a retake make that a 4 versus 2. Dadgum has found one, but Ironside finds a double for himself, taking down Hellboy. Dadgum, he's spinning around here in utility room. There's a Montaigne to close off his rotate, which is going to force him to go down the main corridor, but there's somebody watching from here, and then there's the Montaigne back again. Monty is just finding where the Clash is going right now. Any rotates are being closed off. There's an attacker, but Ironside's going to go down. The Capitão is trying to pre-fire away to glory, and that is going to cause the diffuser to go away from the point of no return. The pistol comes out, but that's another kill for Dadgum. He's trying to find the Montaigne. He won't be able to, and the diffuser is going to disarm the bombs. As we won't be seeing overtime today, we will be seeing a comeback from KL11. And that is going to give the side of KL11 the victory on round 12, ladies and gentlemen. They win Basement Church, they win Clubhouse, and they win this match tonight 7-5. It was a very, very fantastic game that we had that was unfortunately wrought with a lot of technical issues, but it was still a good game and a good finish to a good game. KL11 finally putting another match on board for themselves, 7-5, but more on that from our analyst Baba Gusta. Baba, a very long match, but a very exciting one indeed.
Well, that was an exciting match indeed. Even though we actually did get to see that unfortunate rehost, it was definitely a match that I would love to see it on to, especially when it comes to when SAW was playing on the side of attack. We actually did see playing as the Kali. Now, Kali, she is quite useful when it comes to taking out any utilities, knowing for the fact that Hatcher has been banned each and every one of those important plays. And lucky for Kali, she actually had a perfect counter that would be the clash, eventually giving an open weakness so that his teammate would appear and confirm on that kill. We actually did see him, pushing on the side of tunnels, in which we actually, I believe, Kali and Ash, both of them were pushing on the side of dirt tunnel. The unfortunate event was that even though they actually used a lot of utilities to just get a certain control on tunnel, the Ash decided to move back, in which it wasn't basically a good idea, in which Clash appeared and just picks them all up, gets back the control on the site of Dirt Tunnel, and they actually win it all out. Now, coming back on the side of Saw on defense, we did see them successfully defending on round 7 and round 8. A really excellent hold coming in from Dadgum and Hellboy, especially with the SAS Shotgun Brothers, the Mute and the Smoke. A really great place coming in from them. And yes, on round 8, the post plant coming in from KL11. It did not succeed. However, even though it was a 5v5, the plant was already been placed on the default site of Jim. Eventually, at the time of post plant, we actually did see Team Saw getting those important frags in just 5 to 6 seconds. That was really an interesting one to see. And then afterwards, at the last free hordes from round 9, Bot started to make plays for his team playing as the Iana. Not only he actually bamboozled a lot of players from his holograms, but also he actually get great amount of nade kills, in which that was quite important and crucial for them to get those important kills. Most of the kills were absolutely from the roamers, so that they can be able to get into the side and get those wonderful kills as well. Also, how can I not forget about round 11? Mischief was playing as the Hibana. She took 3 over Kairos pellets to be almost a pixel angle indeed, holding an angle, baiting the defenders to hopefully go for the revive, and Mischief gets those free kill instead, while Dadgum was trying to revive. Indeed, a really great place coming in from both the teams, but in the end, KL11 will succeed winning against Saw. So all in all, like the end of conclusion, KL11, a wonderful place coming in from them. Saw a really, great plays on attack, but in the end, congratulations to KL11 as they win against Team Saw on Map Clubhouse.
Absolutely right there. Thank you for that beautiful analysis of the game, Baba, as we'll be taking a quick break before we come back with the final match of the night, and we'll be back with another exciting round of Siege. Stay tuned.
Foxy.
Captain Arya from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now, as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear, for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up, we've got the LG Ultragear 27GL 650F gaming monitor, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1ms with an IPS panel to make sure you're at the top of your esports game without sacrificing picture quality. Then we've got an amazing lineup of accessories coming in from HYPERX to make sure that you're always on top of your game. Cloud Stinger Core gaming headset. For the keyboard, you've got the awesome HYPERX Alloy FPS RGB mechanical keyboard. Then your mouse is the HYPERX PULSEFIRE Surge. It's got a brilliant RGB all around the mouse. For the mousepad, you've got the HYPERX Fury S. That is the speed edition of the extended mousepad. And then of course, for your memory, you've got the HYPERX Fury RGB RAM. You've got 16 gigs at 3400 megahertz. Next up, we've got the WD Blue SN550 NVMe SSD to make sure you're spending as little time loading and booting up and spend more time gaming. And then of course, at the heart of this PC is the Ryzen 5 3600X CPU. Now, as you know it, at the heart of every gaming PC is a great GPU. So we've teamed up with Zotac Gaming to give you a brand new RTX 2060 because frames win games and there should be nothing between you and top of the line performance. Next up, we've teamed up with NZXT, who make some of the best and most premium PC components on the market. Powering your PC is going to be the C850 fully modular power supply, and your cooling solutions are going to be taken care of the KRAKEN X63 all-in-one liquid cooler. Now, we wanted to make this PC something truly special, and while the NZXT H510 Elite is a great cabinet for anyone, it wasn't enough. We teamed up with NZXT to give the winner of this giveaway a brand new NZXT H510 Siege Edition cabinet. This is a limited edition licensed Rainbow Six Siege themed cabinet from NZXT. There are only 500 of these in the world and just a handful coming to India. The side panels of this cabinet are themed in the wall and door reinforcement designs from Rainbow Six Siege, and there is an illuminated 6 icon on the front panel along with a 6 icon charm and a puck in the signature breach charge design, which is only available with the H510 Siege. And one lucky winner on this giveaway is going to get a full esports PC sitting inside this beautiful cabinet. Now that you know everything that there is in the giveaway, the question is how you can take part. Well, it's fairly simple. First, head on to the link in the description of this video. Once you're at the giveaway landing page, fill out your details and follow the instructions. First, head on over to Facebook, make sure you're following us. 2, make sure you're following the Esports Club on Instagram. And 3, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Simple so far. Now the interesting part. In a 1-minute video on Instagram, tell us why you deserve this epic new PC from the Esports Club and all our partners. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully, use the right hashtags, tag the right accounts, and you can be one step closer to winning this epic setup. Now that's it guys, just a little bit of work and you can be one step closer to getting yourself your dream PC. I'm Captain Arya and this is the Esports Club, and we hope to see you in our next tournament.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
to breach.
Go, go, go! Follow my lead! Flashback!
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the W Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear, in association with AC Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games The Shop. I'm your host, Blackjack. Joining me is my co-host, Am Foxy, and our analyst, Baba Gusta, as we are here for the final game of Day 5 of Division 3. It is Statics Gaming taking on Knaves Gaming, a very exciting game in New Oregon. That is coming to your screens live right now. But more on that from our analyst, Baba Gusta himself. Baba, the mic is yours.
Well, the final match indeed, Statics Gaming going up against Knaves Gaming. Looking at their standings wise, Statics Gaming is having a rough day indeed. Their win-loss ratio is 1-3, only winning against KL11. 7-4 was the scoreline against them, and currently they are in 8th place. Coming back to Knaves Gaming, their performance have been extraordinary. 4th place in the standings, 3-2. is their win-loss ratio, and basically you might know them as Zeus Sabers. Currently they just changed the title of their name, and as well as their logos coming in as Zeus Sabers is basically Naves Gaming here. An excellent performance being showed from both of them, knowing for the fact that the map is going to be on Oregon, and it's really quite interesting to see how well that they're going to be performing at this last I wouldn't say a last match. They still have, week 3 match 2 coming in from tomorrow itself. We'll get to determine who's going to be proceeding to Division 2 and who will be relegated, or I would say out of the tournament.
Absolutely right there, Baba. Thank you for that analysis of the game. As we are here for the last game, definitely a lot later than expected, because the last game between KL11 and SAW was wrought with about 1 million issues. Thankfully, they were ironed out right towards the end, and we are here with the game between Statics and Naves Gaming. The map, as we said, New Oregon, and the bans have taken place in the meanwhile, and they are Thatcher, Thermite, Mira, and the Echo. A fairly standard set of bans. The OG Hard Breach combo is off the board, so is the Mira. And of course, Echo, it just is that way. Echo gets banned a lot, and he'll be banned today as well. Basement Laundry is the side of choice, starting up from the side of Zeus Sabers, or as we now know them, just like Baba said, Naves Gaming. And Static Gaming in the meanwhile, excuse me, they've got a fairly good roster on their hands. They've got Electric, Joker, Fireflower, Phantom, and Prince. A fairly strong roster who just has not had a good season. While Naves Gaming, they have definitely had a fairly good season. Right here, Lancer, Easy, Raven, Mutasim, Nikristo, and of course Sleek Ninja. A very, very good set of players coming out on this first round on this game right here, as Statics are attacking, Naves are defending. The site is a Basement Laundry, and we are a go for round 1. Foxy, the mic is yours.
Lovely introduction into the match. Blackjack will be up and running here. Round 1, the action phase is here, and that means I'll be expecting some great stuff from the side of Statics Gaming today. They haven't started up the attack. That means they'll be the first, very desperate, trying for some loophole that they can maybe try and exploit from the side of Naves Gaming's defense, because they'll be the first ones taking this fight head on. A very dedicated push I'm getting to see, because the side first starting off in fact will be from the side of Laundry. Getting to see 2 of them pushing from the side of the white hallway. That Goyo will be barricading and just falling back for the bit. The moment the barricade does get opened up, we'll be getting to see who's happening to play over there. Meanwhile, the other side of the push will be from the attacker's side over the main hallway. They want to go for the main stairs push. That's rare. We don't get to see a whole lot of that, but Nomadic is already pushed up awfully close. He does not know that there's a smoke plane close by, and that'll be the kill for him. The SMG-11 comes in hand, and Mutasim is going to get the first frag in. Joker takes the fall. There's no, that's not the refrag. In fact, it will be from Phantom. There's another kill being dropped, but Lancer takes the fall, as Naves Gaming definitely falling apart a little too quickly for the kind of attack that Statics Gaming came up with. And look at that, another one goes down. That'll be Fireflower taking the kill, and Raven, in fact, will be the one to take the fall. That's all on a Sleek Ninja. Nikristo is getting spotted. Hell and back. In fact, he's being pushed from the Zofia as well. That'll be the concussions coming in along with those impacts, but there's the ADSs to cast them off. Wants to go wide about this, though. My charges will be helping them towards the end. All of that being expelled. Wants to go wide about this. Nikristo takes so many shots, but does not trade enough damage on the trade-off. The push will be in from the hallway, and that'll be the IQ getting another frag. Fireflower gets a double kill, and that'll be the finish up from Prince, as Statics Gaming will be having an almost flawless round for themselves on round 1 here. Definitely the aggression from the side of Statics paid out really well. Going a little too focused from the behind, just did not care about it. Went for the front push, made sure that they get all of that done well and good. Well, that being said, let's see what round 2 holds for us.
Round 2 is in play, and what a round we got to see from Statics early on, completely taking the side of Naves Gaming by surprise and shutting them down. The only operator they lost in that entire move was the Buck on not exactly the buck, excuse me. That was, I believe, I forget exactly who that was. But they did lose one man. You know, it wasn't a flawless round. It was still a 4-0 win. 4 men alive to 0 from the side of Knaves Gaming. And Knaves, unfortunately, were taken by surprise in that first round right there. Very, a little bit of a lackluster start from them. They definitely could have put up a bit of a better fight. But then again, that's just the fact, one of the reasons why Statix's roster definitely does not complement their position in the table right now. Over the course of this match, we're probably going to see a bit more of Knaves Gaming slowly trying to pick themselves back up. But how much is the question that we're here to answer? Because that first round, again, doesn't really do Knaves Gaming justice either. They are a fantastic team in every right that have definitely made our match days a lot more brighter by playing the way that they do. As we're going to be heading into action phase, Statix Gaming are going to be making sure to capitalize on Knaves Gaming's mistake. Even though Knaves, they won't be making those same mistakes, they'll be looking to cover up for them. They've got a little bit of an extended hold, looks like, on towards the freezer hallway as well. As Easy Raven is making all the way, his way, excuse me, all the way to the backstairs. A big try to put down a barbed wire. Hatches were, of course, taken care of earlier, and right now the attackers are going to be looking to open those up, or maybe even open a blue bunker. Who knows? We do have Mutasim and Sleek Ninja playing at the blue bunker combo, as I like to call it. That is the smoke and the Wamai, because that's pretty much all you need, along with a couple of Jaeger ADSs here and there, to hold down blue bunker successfully, leaving the rest of your teammates very much free to do whatever they wish to in terms of site hold. Right now, there's a push coming in on towards the main stairs door. Mutasim is going to be aware of this. He's going to hear the shots go off. And there we go. He's just going to turn around, make sure that he knows exactly where those shots are coming from. Though Maya is going to reposition his shield in the meanwhile, as Jones are coming in from the side of Statix. They want to make this push happen, but Electric is going to go down to Lancer. That's an early kill from the Bandit, and a very good one for that matter. The Zofia is down, and that's a lot of utility, defender utility that would have otherwise been burnt out. That's just been saved. Oh dear me, the grenade throw was coming in from the Maverick. He barely somehow got saved, but Prince is not gonna allow Lancer to be safe for long, as he will take the kill onto the Bandit. The refrag is in, making it a 4 versus 4 between these two teams who are very much willing to prove themselves right now. Oh, Sleek Ninja, he missed the Maverick twice while trying to make that wide peak work. Finally does get Joker off though. Joker off the board, that is. As Prince is slowly trying to push in. Prince is low on HP, so is Firefly. He's going to go down, and that's easier with the kill. But Phantom took down Sleek Ninja. He's going to be refragged onto by Mutasim. As now, the Hibana, who's so low on HP, is the last one remaining. And, ooh, what a kill right there onto the Kaid. Nico Risto's going to fall. Prince is going to take that kill. 1v2 for the Hibana in this last man standing situation for the side of Statix. Not exactly the best round for the side of Statix as well. And oh no, that you hate to see that. Lost in the mist. That is Mutasim's gas grenade. It just happened to be thrown out in an anticipation of the push. And it did find the Hibana just when it was required to. And that is why on round 3, we're going to be seeing a 1-1 early game equalizer between both of these teams. As Knaves Gaming took round 2 and are now headed on to second floor kids' dorms and dorms main hall.
Definitely, after that, a successful defensive round, we'll be seeing them go on the side of kids' dorms and dorms main hall. Let's see what they've got in second floor for the side of the attack, but a good attempt from the side of the attackers as well. Gotta give them that. It did come down to getting those influential frags for the side of Knaves Gaming and making it just making it something all the while more of a frag heavy map and gaining advantage before they happen to get a little too over dependent in the push that Statix Gaming was trying to make. It worked out once, just not enough for making it work out again. A good attempt, just not enough. Let's see what round 3 has got for us. It will be under winning resource brought out the Goya this time around. We got Mutasim on the Jaeger, in fact. Raven will be running the Wamai. Lancer is once again doing the intel duty for his team along with Sleep Ninja, who is on the Legion. The Valkyrie blade, definitely not something that Statix Gaming is coming out with huge emphasis on, except for the IQ. That Fireflower has not only been running, but also been gunning people down. Really amazing stuff. You can see from Fireflower, excuse me, some a good emphasis on the utility. Look at that, already getting the RED out, spotting everything that is necessary on the possible breach that the side of the attackers want to be making. But right now, it's going to be the case in hand about the push happening from the side of the backstairs. Spotting one of the Legion mines, Fireflower does not want to overemphasize on it, does not want to go inside. He knows that they can go for the breach anyway now, and the overextension will not be necessary. Drones works it out. Standard stuff being done. Fireflower wants to establish control over the side of Armory, and the push will come in. The IQ is pushed in, and that is being heard out by the Jaeger, most probably. Mutasim knows that, and that's why he's going to fall off from the side of the trophy room, back, a little back towards the side of the bedrooms. Barbwell giving a position. Then there's the kill. Oh boy, that's some aggression. That'll be from Mutasim. He's going to get the first frag. Fireflower takes the fall. This time around, there'll not be much that the IQ will be doing, along with not being able to take out the Valkyrie camps. That's huge, a huge frag that Mutasim just happened to drop for his side, for his team, in fact. And Naves Gaming looking very strong right now. The push-up is already in from the side of the attack. Look at these two people already trying to close in onto this one defender that is Mutasim, but he might be baiting them into a possible crossfire. No, he just wants to go peek. Swiden is going to get that first frag, but he'll be refragged right back in from Electric. That's going to be the refrag play that the side of Static Gaming tried to bring out, but just not in their favor. Already lost another man in that one kill that they were trying to find, but they finally found it though. That's the bright part side of it, at least, I guess. But we'll still be seeing the side of the defense hold this very strong. A peek will be in, and the Zofia gets that frag. Nick Aristo takes the fall, and Electric will be getting himself the double kill this round, while the Wamai is having a hard time holding down this push from Attic. The Attic push, the Maverick accompanied by the Zofia. There's one kill, there's another. What just happened? There's two quick kills for the side of Static Gaming, and now Names Gaming put themselves in a 1 vs 3 clutch situation for the Legion. He's gonna get the first frag. That'll be the Zofia along with the diffuser drop. Electric is taking the fall. White Peak Zin is gonna find the Maverick as well. That's a nice double kill for Sleek Ninja. He might be able to find the third one. The third one will be a Rappler, though. Wanted to go for a possible rotation cutoff, expecting his teammates to go for a plan, but that's just not the case anymore. Rotate back is in, 10 seconds left, and the Phantom will have to make this push happen. The Buck is very hungry for this clutch. He does not want the Legion to pull this off, but the Legion is a little lower than HP on the Buck. This fight will be very intense. It's going to come down to this skeleton. He's out, he does not know where he's playing, and that'll be the Legion picking up the kill. At Naves Gaming will be getting the clutch in the 1 vs 3 from the Legion, from Sleek Ninja. Will be keeping them alive in this match, and what a round it has been to be on the side of Naves Gaming. The defensive round will be theirs. 2-1 is indeed the scoreline, and we are only 3 rounds into this match, and this match just got turned up so much. Round 4 will be underway.
What a clutch coming in right there from the Legion. Sleek Ninja take a bow, single-handedly winning his team that round, as we're going to be headed to first floor meeting hall and a kitchen. Once again, a site that whenever I see, I'm just a little confused. But then again, who knows? Maybe it's just my bias from Meeting Room in Old Oregon, and maybe this version of Meeting Room in New Oregon is a lot better than I give it credit for, because I have on record said multiple times that a Meeting Room as a site is probably not as viable as kitchen dining. Now, while I do somewhat stand by those words even still, I'm slowly starting to be swayed seeing the number of times people are playing Meeting Room, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should give this a try. Maybe, you know, instead of going off of what I'm seeing in games in the tournament, outside of the tournament, wherever I see Meeting Room be played, I see defenders lose. Who knows, maybe there's some sort of secret strategy that teams have found that allows them to win this site. But that, of course, isn't on me. That's on the teams themselves to make sure that they win the site, give themselves another defensive win. That's what Naves Gaming are going to be looking to do here on round 4 in this 2-1 scoreline. They have taken the lead, but it is an early game lead on just one round. You know, it's just one round that this lead is worth, so it's not a huge lead, okay? Nicodisto, interestingly enough, decides to throw out 2 proximity alarms, then takes one back. Because of course you don't want two proximity alarms in the same area. That doesn't really produce a louder sound. It's just more beeps, if anything. I don't really know how viable that would be. Right now, we've got push into big tower coming in. Joker, he's the Maverick. He's even looking to do the soft wall trick on the big tower. Excuse me, there. Big tower wall, which has been banded off. Mutasim, of course, he's got the bandit in play, but that's not going to matter if a Maverick's in play. But, oh, Joker, you got to be careful with that one, as that blowtorch can be a little finicky. You know, it can be a little temperamental here and there. So he's got to be careful on how he uses that blowtorch to his advantage. Shots are going to be fired towards him. There's going to be a C4 coming out. No, the shots are going to be what takes him out the board. And that's Mutasim, the bandit himself, to take that kill. As the flashbangs are going to come out, but not going to find him. Will he find the another one? Yes, he does. The bandit sitting inside of Attic has found two. Will he find three? He's lit the buck up quite a bit. But Phantom is still alive. He's trying to find where this bandit is sitting. And Mutasim is trying to find where this buck is sitting. He's just going to fall back instead. He knows he's done enough damage, but there's an Ash right outside of Attic, and he will find the Ash. That's a triple kill for Mutasim. Huge plays right now from this bandit, as round 4 is slowly getting more and more exciting, but Electric is going to refrag, at least retaliate onto Easy Raven. That's one job for the side of the defenders, but there's still 4 more defenders alive. Phantom needs to find a couple. Electric needs to find a couple if they want to have a chance of winning this round. Shots are being fired. That is, I believe, the castle. Nicaristo from the main stairs area. He's fled back after doing tons of damage to Electric, which means Electric is got to be careful on what type of gunfights he picks, leaving Phantom the only real aggressor in this situation, but that's not going to stop Electric. He's still going to be as aggressive as he normally is, trying to find where these defenders are sitting. He's trying to hunt down the castle for now. The castle's trying to make a rotate, but he instead is going to use that rotate as a bait. The sounds of those as a bait as he finds Electric. The plan's going off in the meanwhile. Phantom sneakily makes his way into kitchen, but the drop is in right above him. And that's Lancer to catch the buck off guard. Dunks on him, and then gets the counter defuse done, as Naves Gaming are going to, take round 4. And they're not only building momentum, but slowly building up a big lead. It is a 2-round lead right now, 3-1 in their favor, as we're going to be heading into round 5. All right, looks like round 5 is going to be underway, and just like I said, 3-1 is the scoreline. We're headed to basement laundry and supply room from the side of Naves Gaming, and Fireflower is going to be taking the 6th pick out of the IQ into the Nomad. Interesting one right there, but then again, seeing as most of this site has a hard ceiling, or a hard floor from first floor looking down, then yeah, you know, it's not exactly the best area to be playing IQ, and when all you can do is spot the gadgets and not take them out with some semblance of relative safety. That's why the IQ won't be played the Nomads in to make sure that the flanks and runouts are being watched without having to deploy a ridiculous amount of claymores on those spots. We're freeing up room for the side of they're freeing up room for the side of the attackers to bring in flashbangs, grenades, and all of the other bits of utility that we get to see from them in general. Slowly but surely, we're moving into what may or may not be Naves Gaming's domination right now. They are 4th place in the leaderboard. They've beaten most teams in this division stage so far. A quick look at their A quick look at the Division 3 standings is going to show us the fact that Naves are currently 4th, having won 3 and lost 2. However, you know, they've only lost 2 matches. They won 3. They've got a pretty good ground conversion rate. That's why they're here in the 4th spot. They're going to be looking to improve that positioning going into tomorrow, which is the final day of Division 3 in the entirety of the league, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Just like we've said many times across today's streams, Division 3 it will be ending. The WD Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege will be ending, but the Hibana's life right now is going to be ending, and that's Easy Raven. He's going to be the Reaper for that one, the Death Reaper, as they like to call it. And yeah, he's found a pretty big kill right there. That's one of the hard breaches, and he finds Buck as well. Phantom goes down, and that's a pretty ballsy peek right there from Raven. He's trying to find one more. That's the Maverick. Does he know? He does not. He's trying to peek backstairs as well. He's trying to hold all the angles himself. Raven is going to light up the show, but the Wamai comes out instead, and that is the Maverick of the board. Joker goes down, and it's a 2 versus 5. Shots are being fired, but the Zofia is going to be the one to find Lancer's head, as the band has been spotted on the drones. C4 is going to come out. Is it going to connect? No, it is not. It does take out the Claymore, though, I think, as the Wamai is trying to make a play happen. He's gone up on backstairs. He's trying to find these last 2 defenders, the Nomad and the Zofia. He's making quite a bit of noise up here, but there's a Bandit for support. The Nomad's coming around, swinging around, but no one's going to find anybody just yet. Shots are going to be fired, and the Omai is dropped. Sleek Ninja goes down. It's a 2 versus 3 right now, and slowly but surely, Statics are trying to come back into the round, at least come back to relevancy in this round, but how long are they going to be able to hold on to this? The Bandit comes in, and he will find the kill. That is one of more for Easy Raven. The triple for the man, as he's up for the quad right now. Electric, however, is up for a 1v3 clutch. He's been put on stage, up to the spot, and he needs to make something big happen for his team. Burns out some utility, burns out some more utility, but he can't get rid of that deployable shield because Sleek Ninja did a good job of deploying his Wamai Magnus before he was taken out. Shots are fired, and there goes the Zofia. Nicolista had taken charge of that shield just in time, or just around that shield for the matter, but just in time to see the Zofia going into sight and find her and take her out. Of course, that gives Knaves Gaming yet another round of defense. Round 5 goes to them. It is 4-1 going into round 6, and we're headed to second floor, kids' dorms and dorms main hall once again.
Well, we'll be proceeding to round 6 indeed. An excellent plays coming in on the side of Team Knaves Gaming, especially Raymond with the triple kill and Sleek Ninja to follow it up, getting those early frags, leaving Statics shocked and dazed. As we're going to be proceeding to round 6, this will be their last round on defense for Knaves Gaming, so they definitely have to keep this round to at least to make sure that they would not have any problems against Status Gaming when they are going to be going on defense. We actually did get to see some great amount of clutches being made on the side of Knaves Gaming, especially Sneak Ninja with the Legion, getting those 3 important kills, and Mutasim with those 2 early frags on round 3. Even though we did see Electric on round 3 performing some great plays, equalizing the round, it was Sleek Ninja who actually gets the job done. 1v3 clutch on round 3. A very excellent performance done by him, as we're going to be proceeding to round 6. Action phase will be in play, and I believe that's I believe some of the utilities that the defenders will be placing onto would be on the side of Attic, where we're going to be seeing a Wamai's magnet systems being used on a deployable shield on the side of the attic room, as we're going to be seeing Lancer opening up the walls on the top side of the attic so that he can be able to place his black eye cams, in which she can be able to watch the both sides, either on the side of attic or on the side of trophy room, which is actually a great intel for the defenders, unless and until the IQ finds it and takes it out immediately. IQ, she'll be able to detect knowing that there is a bandit charge being placed, and the Zofia will be there to use her KSOU lifeline impact to immediately remove it out. That would be a 1 utility being spent on the side of Electric, while he still has, I believe, one of the impact nades. Is going to be seeing Fireflower entering in on the side of Army Lockers. This should provide a lot of pressure being used on the side where Mutasim is playing. We actually did see him get those 1 to 2 early frags, but this time it would be better for him to just play passively for now. Joker, I believe, playing as the Maverick, he needs to open up the big tower wall so that they can be able to execute by split pushing, either one on pushing on the side of the attic, the second on the side of the dom's main room. Looks like Zotac will be using the concussive net to immediately disorient one, as Lancer finds one below the classroom, and that would be Fireflower down, and that's already 1 player down on the side of Status Gaming, as we're going to be seeing a lot of time being utilized just to open up the walls on the side of attic. So it will take, however, a lot of time to go on through. Prince using his second Excalibur is set to open it up as Electric will find one. However, the C4 comes in from the Valk as Easy Raven. Never mind, that was Easy Raven getting those important kill indeed, eliminating two of the important players. But Phantom is there to equal as he yet again eliminating Nico Risto, which it's still quite interesting to see that we have absolutely zero idea what's going on to. Meanwhile, we're going to be seeing a Raven pushing in, trying to make sure that the attackers won't be able to push in from the attic as best as he can, as a lot of utilities has been dumped on the side of attic, being caught from the Vamai's magnet nades, and the nade comes in as he flies right in front of him as Joker claims the life of Easy Raven, and here comes the final kill as Joker, the Maverick, is going to eliminate a Sneak Ninja. Statis Gaming proving that they're worth an attack. They will win their second attack on round 6, second floor kids, as we're going to be seeing a role swap coming in on round 7 as Statis Gaming is going to go on defense.
4-2 is the scoreline. Statics Gaming are going to be on a defense now, and it is, it's not the best position for Statics Gaming to be in. 2-4 down against the side of Knaves, but mind you, ladies and gentlemen, they are now defense on Oregon. It is round 7 roll swap. That means Statics are in the Oregon defender advantage. However, knowing the way that Knaves Gaming play, they are going to be looking to make the most of these attacking rounds. Lancer is going to go with the 200 IQ 6 pick out of the Hibana into the Hibana, and, just bringing in that hard breacher as it goes. And round 7 will be underway. And just like I was saying, the defender advantage for Statics Gaming is going to be probably the deciding factor as to what makes or breaks this hold from them. If it works out, if it all works out and Knaves Gaming are not allowed to take any rounds of attack, then that's a comeback from 4-1 to potentially a 7-4, which would be huge. That would be about 6 straight rounds that will be won by Statics. However, that's certainly one of the more improbable situations in Rainbow. I won't say impossible because it's not. It is definitely very possible. However, it is slightly improbable to think that that could potentially happen. And I say that just off of Statics' performances in previous games and matches that they have had. But nothing against Statics. They're a fairly good team. They've shown time and time again in patches that they are a team that is capable of going up against the best in Div 3. However, just like I said, in patches, those patches have been too few and too far between, which is the whole issue that we are facing right now. Sneak Ninja trying to drone into armor. He's going to be spotted by the Alibi Prismas because his drone went through one of the Prismas, of course. But no harm, no foul. Fireflower has not taken any advantage of that. And the Nomad has successfully made her way onto the side of armor. Drones are spotting where Fireflower is sitting. He's just sitting, just idling around Trophy Room right now, making sure that the bedroom push is punished accordingly. But he's actually going to try and rotate onto Armory. There's the Nomad in there. Direct impact with the air jab. Gets air jabbed away and gets shot down. That was a series of unfortunate events for Fireflower as he was hit directly in the body with the air jab. Oh my, ladies and gentlemen. That was definitely a series of unfortunate events, but regardless, a body has been taken off the board. Statics have lost a defender, and a pretty big one right there. Fireflower, he's fairly influential for their team, so to lose him this early would not be a good thing. Joker takes a bit of damage from a stray grenade as another one gets thrown in, but that's caught by ADS as Electric. In the meanwhile, he's the bandit. He sees the breach being done. The IQ pushes in and gets the kill with the G8, and that's a pretty big one. Nico Risto drops in, gets the kill, drops out. Mutassim drops Joker. In the meanwhile, it's a 5v2 for Statics as they found a couple 2v3 right now, and 2v2. Phantom with the double and Prince with one, as right now it's not a good situation for Knaves Gaming. They're slowly losing the plot. They need to get in there. They need to get the plant off and hold in a post plant, which would give so much pressure to the side of Statics. But Phantom's gonna find one more. It's a triple kill for him, as right now it's the IQ all alone in a 1v2 clutch. Nico Risto has found himself in a terrible spot for his team. He's gonna come into the game room corner. He's gonna try and go for the plant, at least bait it out. There's somebody coming in close. It could be the Legion from the rotate. He's going to go into Attic instead. He's going to go around. The Jaeger knows exactly where this push is coming in from. He can make a play happen, but the Purify comes in, but no! It is Prince to take the kill onto Nico Risto, finishing him off, as that is a 2v5 clutch for the side of Statics Gaming on second floor dorms. And that is huge right there from the side of Statics. They have completely shut down, or did completely shut down, the side of Knaves in that round. And what a round it was. It is 4-3 in favor of Knaves Gaming, but it's just a 1-round lead on round 8. And we're headed to laundry and supply room.
Well, looks like Jack, you were absolutely right about it. Oregon being very defender-sided, as we actually see the Legion, aka Phantom, getting those important kills, converting that 2v4 into a 2v0 as Static Gaming wins their first line of defense on round 7, second floor kids. As we're going to be proceeding to round 8. Basement Laundry is the site, and the man definitely you should be watching for is Phantom or Electric. Who knows? Yes, I do have to, I just feel so bad for Fireflower, because when he was trying to contest the Nomad on the Armory lockers, even though it was more of like a panic attack from the attackers, and it was kind of walking back to and forth. First, Nomad was kind of panicked, knowing for the fact that Alibi is already pushing in from the stairs. Next thing, Alibi gets caught from the Nomad's air jabs, reducing HP to 5 HP, knowing not what to do about it. And then the third thing, which is quite even more unfortunate, where Fireflower just tumbles down the stairs and just immediately get crossfired angled from the attacker's team itself. That was whew. That's basically my rank system, where I was being on the gold lobby, then immediately just went down to silver or copper. Anyways, round 8 is in play, and Knives Gaming was on the lead 4-3, and this time I believe the attackers have decided to push in on the side of Big Tower Stairs, which is and it's quite interesting that how on how fast both of these players, especially Sleek Ninjas, have already entered onto the site, gaining control so that they would be able to hunt down the roamers as best as they can, and clearing out the entire site, giving them the confirmation, knowing that there isn't any defenders currently being roaming. They would actually head on and do their normal work. That would be hard breaching, opening up the hatches on the side of meeting room, and then maybe at least go either from the execute on freezer or go and execute on the Big Tower Stairs. It's up to their preference on what push that they go, but knowing that they have, they did do it in such a short amount of time is what makes them great. But will it be great instead as Prince starts to fall back, as he's trying to contest on the freezer room? He has to contest with 2 of the players, so it would be wise for them to just fall back just for now. Currently holding a side on freezer, he has great amount of these intel coming in on the side of freezer, but it would be very rare indeed. Prince finding out Sleek Ninja, but he needs to find another one, or else the control goes to the attacker, and it will indeed. Easy Raven getting that instant frag indeed, but will he be able to get the bandit? No, he doesn't. The instant frag comes in on the side of Electric as he avenges his brother Jaeger. Meanwhile, we still have Nicoristo, and just as I would like to call it, round 3 begins in the freezer itself, and now it is just Nicoristo going up against Electric in the freezer room yet again. He's going to be prepping up the nade, hopefully to push or, make the operators playing on the side of blockers freeze away, and looks like he's going to be winning that battle instead. Nicoristo getting that final kill as Mutasim is going up against the Kaid. Catches from the magnet system, but will it be worth it as Kaid going for the push again? Will he be able to fight? No, it doesn't. Mutasim with that perfect kill, eliminating Fireflower, and now it's all down to Joker with 3 gas canisters currently being present on the blue bunker. Instead, he has great amount of cover, he has good amount of utilities to make sure that they'll be able to deny it, but at what cost? He is compromised on every single location. It's only going to be a matter of time. Well, he's going to be down indeed. Mutasim getting a double kill, and now it's all down to Phantom to clutch this one out in a 1v3 situation here. It is very difficult for him, but in this angle, hopefully getting those right kills would actually get might a lot, and it won't be at all. Knaves Gaming, thanks to Lancer getting that final kill as he eliminates the Vamai, winning their 3rd attack. No, it's actually the 2nd attack on round 8 Basement Laundry, as we're going to be progressing to round 9.
Round 9 is in play. 5-3 is the scoreline. And Knaves Gaming finally putting another round on board for themselves. They had a bit of a bump right there, but Statics won a couple of rounds. However, they are back on the attack. and they're going to be heading to basement laundry and supply room once again. Curiously enough, Nicoristo has been AFK given the fuse, the AFK pick right there, coming in from the man. The Russian operator is going to be sixth picked out into the Maverick. The standard pick for this map, seeing as the Thatcher Thermite combo is banned right now, along with Mira and Echo. So, no surprises right there. Round 9 is in play, and basement is the site of choice yet again. From the side of Statics, they want to make sure that they win this round, win this site, and then manage to go back to second floor dorms, seeing as they won second floor dorms in round 7, winning this, after this round is, of course, round 10, where that side gets unlocked for them once again. Meanwhile, the side of Knaves, they have done a fantastic job at keeping the lead, even when it came very, very close to being taken away from them. They did not allow the side of Statics to take that lead. They always shut them down before the equalizer could come in. At least they've done it so far twice. They're going to need to do that a little bit more. Just that is winning rounds. Excuse me right there. Winning rounds is going to be very important for them to make sure they get this victory and finish this match, because I mean, who wouldn't want to win? Naze Gaming would love to win this match, and so would Statics. But for Statics, it's a longer road than Naze Gaming is. The Ash is going to make her way into garage nice and quickly. Is going to drone herself in for the time being, as the rest of Naze will be doing the same as well. They want to make sure they have all the intel they need. Intel is king after all, as Electric is taking a bit of a gunfight, and he will find the Nomad instead. Sleek Ninja caught running, but there's the refrag coming in from the Sophia. Raven takes down Electric in return for the kill onto the IQ earlier. Excuse me, the Nomad earlier, as a Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between Statics Gaming and Knaves Gaming on the map of New Oregon, as we had to call a little bit of a rehost because somehow the spectator cam was disconnected from the match. We are, however, back. It is match point for the side of Knaves. They won once again in that round that continued, seeing as, of course, the rehost couldn't be called mid-round. That's why we couldn't exactly bring the action to all of our viewers at home. But regardless, round 9 went to the side of Knaves, and round 10 is in play, as it is a second floor kids dorms and dorms main hall from the side of Statics on the defense. They are 3 rounds down, and they need to win those 3 rounds to equalize the scoreboard. However, Knaves are going to be looking to stop them from doing just that. A reminder for all of our viewers, however, in the parts where we did get to show off the teams on screen, Statics Gaming pulled off a 2 versus 5 clutch victory in this very same site just a few rounds ago. That was a fantastic clutch victory right there from the remaining 2 defenders, and Knaves Gaming unfortunately lost the plot far too quickly. But right now, with 2 additional rounds under their belt, Knaves will be looking to not make those same mistakes this round. As we've got the standard stuff coming out from the side of Statics Gaming. Nothing too special. You know, they don't want to experiment too much with different holds, try to bring something out of the blue in hopes of surprising the defenders, because when you try out stuff like that, it's great. Trying out new stuff is one of the big tenets of Rainbow Six. However, you know, you don't want to try out something so brand new that it completely gets you a round loss. And especially in this situation, Statics don't need to be experimenting. They need to rely on the tried and tested, and they need to make sure that they do not get taken out by Knaves Gaming. Knaves, in the meanwhile, will be bringing in the aggression that we have seen bring out from them for a while from now, that has been brought out from them for a while now. That has been working out for the most part. You know, it hasn't quite worked in certain times, but for the most part, it is a 6-3 situation. And oh, Phantom, he did not need to do that. He's going to be taken off the board, as Prince is going to take some damage as well. Raven's going to take that kill, as Legion's been dropped. And the Joker is about to start taking a fight. But in the meanwhile, Prince is off the board as well. That is the Jaeger taking even more damage, as the attackers are slowly but surely snaring this defending team. Electric is here to try and get them out of that snare, taking down Sleek Ninja. 4 versus 3 as the Bandit's trying to make his way back to side. Trying to be better, but nobody's there. It's a push mostly from Attic and the big window. That is the Zofia, who will find the Wamai as well. A triple kill for Raven. They're just feeding him kills on the big window right now, as Electric has pushed up to the dorm's main hall site. Zofia knows exactly where this Bandit's playing. He's trying to push up, but no, Raven's going to go down. Electric's going to shut down his rampage before it gets any worse. And he's now trying to peek on the kids' dorm's window. Joker's going to find one more. That's Nicorista off the board. It's a 2 versus 2 suddenly. And now it looks like a situation that Statics could potentially win once again. It would be a 2v4 clutch if they do, but they still have to take out Lancer and Mutasim. In this situation, Ash takes a Goma into the Shin and gives away her push to the Legion and, to the Alibi and the Bandit. Another Guma goes into Motasim Shin. He's going to take that one out and try to remake this push. Lancer's trying to go in through Attic. In the meanwhile, he's inside a kid's dorms. He's got to be careful. He's got the diffuser. If he drops now, then that's a round over for the side of... Oh, does he know where the Bandit is? He doesn't. What is he doing? Why is he going for the plant? Oh, that's so unfortunate. But still, Mutasim is going to pull out the 1v2 in quick succession, making up for the Hibana's big mistake and still allowing Knaves game to win out the round. Round 10 goes to Knaves, and that means, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of an unfortunate miss of round 9, but still, it is in fact Knaves Gaming versus Statics that has just concluded in favor of Knaves Gaming. 7-3 in their favor. Statics have another loss on their hands. And that is going to conclude day 5. But before we end the stream, a quick set of words from our analyst Baba Gusta about the game that we had. Baba, fairly interesting game that we had just now.
mean, yes, it was fairly interesting indeed. Naves Gaming is definitely on a roll. We actually did see them on defense, winning around 2 to 5 rounds in a row, winning 4 rounds on defense. And yes, even though we did see Statics Gaming when they were defending on second floor kids, a miraculous 2v4 coming in from them, especially Phantom and the Jaeger, but unfortunately they couldn't keep up with Naves coming back up on their feet on attack, winning on round 8 on basement laundry. They just kept their momentum, and just like that, Nave wins against Statics Gaming. A really great game, even though Statics gave up their best, especially a Joker. Even though he actually did made some a little bit wrong plays coming in, we actually did see him, getting picked off from the early kills when he was on attack. But yep, in the end, Naves Gaming has won against Statics Gaming, giving them the win that they need.
Absolutely right there. It was a fairly good game coming out from Naves. The Statics, they gave it their all, but unfortunately, they were not able to win out the rounds yet again. Like I said, they do good in patches, but those patches are too few and too far in between. With all that being said, let's do a quick overview of the matches that we had on day 5 of Division 3. Starting off was Nat versus Sync Ignite on New Oregon. Curiously enough, we've had Oregon for the first and last match, making it go full circle. But Nat, they took up Sync Ignite. Unfortunately, Sync Ignite was the one who won. Unfortunately for Nat, that is, of course. It was 8-6 in the favor of Sync as they took the match to overtime. Not quite maximum overtime, though. Then we had Sangford Esports versus Team L2K on the map of Coastline, and, well, that match was a washout, shall we say, and that's not just a pun based on the map's location. It was indeed a washout because L2K 7-1 the Sangford Esports, and Sangford, well, they continued the run of disappointing matches. KL11 versus Saw, it was KL11's game, even though it came very close. It was a 7-5 for KL11, 5 rounds won by Saw, that is, on the map of Clubhouse, and then, of course, Naves Gaming versus Statics Gaming on the map of Oregon that we just finished up. Naves won that 7-3. With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's stream. Day 5 of Division 3 in Season 5 has just ended, and we will see you tomorrow once again with Division 3, the finisher of Division 3 for the entirety of the WD Black, the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. You don't want to miss it, neither do we. We'll see you there. Stay tuned, and good night.
Cap Nadia from the Esports Club here with some pretty awesome news. Now, as you probably know, we've been running the WD Black TEC League for Rainbow Six Siege powered by LG Ultragear for the past few months. As we come into August with our final season of the league, we wanted to celebrate with you guys who have made this an amazing experience and an extremely successful esports event. We've teamed up with some of our favorite partners to give away an entire esports PC for one lucky viewer. Yes, one of you is going to take home a complete PC featuring some of these awesome parts. First up, we've got the LG Ultragear 27GL 650F gaming monitor, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1ms with an IPS panel to make sure you're at the top of your esports game without sacrificing picture quality. Then we've got an amazing lineup of accessories coming in from HYPERX to make sure that you're always on top of your game. Cloud Stinger Core gaming headset. For the keyboard, you've got the awesome HYPERX Alloy FPS RGB mechanical keyboard. Then your mouse is the HYPERX PULSEFIRE Surge. It's got a brilliant RGB all around the mouse. For the mousepad, you've got the HYPERX Fury S. That is the speed edition of the extended mousepad. And then, of course, for your memory, you've got the HYPERX Fury RGB RAM. You've got 16 gigs at 3400 megahertz. Next up, we've got the WD Blue SN550 NVMe SSD to make sure you're spending as little time loading and booting up and spend more time gaming. And then, of course, at the heart of this PC is the Ryzen 5 3600X CPU. Now, as you know it, at the heart of every gaming PC is a great GPU. So we've teamed up with Zotac Gaming to give you a brand new RTX 2060 because frames win games and there should be nothing between you and top of the line performance. Next up, we've teamed up with NZXT, who make some of the best and most premium PC components on the market. Powering your PC is going to be the C850 fully modular power supply, and your cooling solutions are going to be taken care of the KRAKEN X63 all-in-one liquid cooler. Now we wanted to make this PC something truly special, and while the NZXT H510 Elite is a great cabinet for anyone, it wasn't enough. We teamed up with NZXT to give the winner of this giveaway a brand new NZXT H510 Siege Edition cabinet. This is a limited edition licensed Rainbow Six Siege themed cabinet from NZXT. There are only 500 of these in the world and just a handful coming to India. The side panels of this cabinet are themed in the wall and door reinforcement designs from Rainbow Six Siege, and there is an illuminated 6 icon on the front panel along with a 6 icon charm and a puck in the signature breach charge design, which is only available with the H510 Siege. And one lucky winner on this giveaway is going to get a full esports PC sitting inside this beautiful cabinet. Now that you know everything that there is in the giveaway, the question is how you can take part. Well, it's fairly simple. First, head on to the link in the description of this video. Once you're at the giveaway landing page, fill out your details and follow the instructions. First, head on over to Facebook, make sure you're following us. 2, make sure you're following the Esports Club on Instagram. And 3, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Simple so far. Now the interesting part. In a 1-minute video on Instagram, tell us why you deserve this epic new PC from the Esports Club and all our partners. Make sure you follow the instructions carefully, use the right hashtags, tag the right accounts, and you can be one step closer to winning this epic setup. Now that's it guys, just a little bit of work and you can be one step closer to getting yourself your dream PC. I'm Captain Arya and this is the Esports Club, and we hope to see you in our next tournament.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Ready to breach.
Go, go, go!